Hey guys, today I'll be doing a summary for multiplying whole numbers. The first thing we talked about was one digit by one digit multiplication. And we said that when you're doing one digit by one digit, it's better to revise your timetables. And so because there'll be times when in your school you have state tests, right? And there's some parts of your state test that you cannot use your calculator on. So your times table, they'll really come in handy. So let's go ahead and do some examples on one digit by one digit multiplication. For example, we get 2 times 5 and 2 times 4. We know that 2 times 5 is 10 and 2 times 4 is 8 because we've been doing this a lot. But for example, what if we get a problem like 54 times 2 and you need to do this? Now it gets a little trickier because now we're doing a bigger number times a smaller number. So all we need to do here is 2 times 4 is 8 and 2 times 5, now we move on to the second number, the 5. So 2 times 5 is 10 and we get a product of 1,108. This also brings us to our next chapter, which is 2 digit by 2 digit multiplication. Now 2 digit by 2 digit multiplication is pretty much same as 1 digit, but it has more numbers. So let's go ahead and write an example. If we get 92 times 18, remember we always have to start from bottom right. So we do 8 times 2 first, and we know that 8 times 2 is 16. So we do that 6 over here. Bring that 1 on the 9, and now we do 8 times 9 is a 72. 72. Let me write that over here. 8 times 9 is 72. And 72, now we have to add the 72 to that 1, so we get 73. And now we go ahead and move on to the next number, but before we do, we have to add a 0 under that product. Why? Because since we're doing 18 times the number on top, we know that the 1 is in the tens place and the 8 is in the ones place. So since the 10 has a 0 in front of it, we add 0 over here. So let's do 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 9 is 9. We go ahead and add that. Why? Because why do we add them? Because we have two products over here. We have 8 times 92 and we have a 10 times 92. So we add those products. So 6 plus 0 is a 6, 3 plus 2 is a 5, and 7 plus 9 is a 16, and we get a product of 1,656. This also brings us to our next chapter, which is multiplying large numbers. So let's do, for example, if we get a number like 3,212. Well, actually, we've done this in our previous video, so let's do 6,482 times 322. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. So remember, always start from the bottom right number. So we do 2 times 2, and we know that 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 8 is 16. Bring that 1 over from the 16 to the 4, and 2 times 4 is 8 plus that 1, and we make that a 9. So 2 times 6 now is a 12. And before we move on to the next number, which is 2, we add 0 over here. Why? Because since we're doing 322 times the number on top, we know that 3 is in the hundreds. Write that bigger, in the hundreds. The 2 is in the tens, and the 2 again is in the ones. So now since we're moving on to the next 2, and this 2 is in the tens, and the 10 has a 1 0 in front of it, we add a 0 over here. So 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 8, 16. Bring that 1 over. So 2 times 4 is 8 plus that 1 is a 9. 2 times 6 is a 12. And now since we're moving on to the next number, we add 2 zeros. Why do we add 2 zeros? Because we are moving on to the 3, and 3 is in the hundreds, and the 100 has 2 zeros in front of it, so we add 2 zeros over here. Now we do 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 8 is 24, bring that 2 over, So 3 times 4 is 12. 12 plus that 2 is 14. And that 1 over 3 times 6 is 18. Plus that 1 is 19. Now we go ahead and add them. Why do we add them? Because these are 3 different products. We're doing 2 times that number, then we're doing 20 times that number, and then we're doing 300 times that number. So we need to add those products to get our last product. So now we do 4 plus 0 is a 4. And now we do 6 plus 4 is a 10. Bring that 1 over. 9 plus 1 is a 10. Plus a 6 plus another 6. We know that 6 plus 6 is 12. Bring that 1 over and we get a 22. Put that 2 over here, bring that 2 over here. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. And then 8 plus 9 is a 17. Put that 7 over here, bring that 1 over. 2 plus 4 is a 6. 6 plus these two ones is, since these two ones equal 2, 6 plus 2 is 8. And 9 plus 1 is a 10. Bring that 1 over. 1 plus 1 is a 2. And we get our final product of 87,204. This is a fairly big product, but then while we were doing our multiplication, it was pretty simple, wasn't it? So to learn more about multiplying whole numbers, I suggest you watching our videos on this chapter, and we will see you guys next time on our next chapter coming up.